Did you see the end of that game, bro?
I didn't see it actually.
Oh man, so I'm just doing a draft game and I'm just playing with the runes. I went with some speed runes, you know, for running around the jungle. And then things are going okay. I'm not getting a lot of ganks, but I'm putting pressure. I go in to do a tower push with bot and they all pull back and watch me die. And then the Caitlyn says, yeah, Urgot Jungle's not really working for me. And they just let me die. So then they pushed and they died by themselves. I'm like, fine, I'm going to go help Set, who's winning the game, because as far as I can tell, somebody once told me it's like support the winner. Like, you know what I mean? If one of your lane is winning, support. Don't try and save a losing lane. And then, So then I just started hanging out with Set and everything went fine after that. And they're like just dying. It was funny.
We can take a look at your game, but you don't have two POVs recorded, right? Like one, at least one.
Sorry, say again?
Do you have like a recorded game or not? Or you just have the...
Oh, the last game?
You probably didn't record anything, right?
Oh, I didn't record it, but I didn't. If I go to match history, I can go to save it, right? I don't know how you genius coaches do this, because you can. So you know, do you have my IGN and all that stuff?
Yeah, you can open the client replay, but I might have to go on an NA server account, and I don't have one right now.
Okay, so I could share my screen to you, and you could watch that. I don't. How do we do that? Does that work?
Okay, I can still open your Twitch. It's a bit scuffed, but we can use that way. Okay, should be fine.
Sorry, say again?
I can open your replay on your Twitch, so it should still be fine.
So you want me?
I'll share my screen.
Do you want me to play it?
No. I'll play it, but I'll share my screen.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right. Okay, everybody, we're hanging out with Kirei, and am I saying it right?
Yeah, Kirei. Yeah, well, it's whatever. It doesn't matter.
Okay. Well, you're Kirei now, and then what's that? Oh, yeah, I can see. Yeah. Hang on, I'm gonna bring Discord over here so my stream can see what's going on. Okay. There we go. Okay. All right. So let me just. So Kirei, I met him in TwitchCon. A great guy, and he's nice enough to coach me. Knowing, by the way, and Kirei, you saw the message I sent you. I'm a pretty noob jungler, and I like running Urgot. So there's all sorts of problems there. So I did watch your video though, and you know the one you sent me on your Yeah. So, because I'm a professor, so I'm making notes, right? And but what's interesting is I actually started using that top, because if I was rotating, I'm like, okay, so I've been going, where's the jungler? Where's the jungler? Where's the jungler? Right? And then I'm like, okay, don't go here because it might have vision. Can I actually, you know what I mean? Like it actually helped all over the place. Can I make this go full screen? I think I can. No, it does. No, it's fine. So, oh, yeah. That's the, what is that?
You see my screen, right?
Yeah, that was cool. I love this.
Okay, I mean, basically, we can start with the basics, though, right? Because you're swinging between iron and like bronze a bit, right?
Yeah. I mean, normally up until, remember when they did that -50 thing? I was like hanging around almost like bronze, silver, and now I'm iron, bronze. So trying to get out of low elo is hell.
Yeah. I mean, so I can like just explain to you a bit like the fundamentals, right?
Yeah. I like fundamentals. I'm good for fun. So full disclosure again. One of the things is every time I get coached, whether or not it helps me, it helps everybody watching chat. Like, you know what I mean? So and
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
So I mean, I could like start from here, just like.
Whoa! Can you go back? You look so good in that suit.
Yeah, also like pictures from LEC.
It looks great. Look at that watch, man. You're looking great, man.
Yeah, boy, professional coach, you know. After all, I am.
Well, you are. You're looking slick.
Yeah. So, okay, before we start, just in general, right? What I think is the most important thing for you is just actually have music on for some reason. Is just knowing how to basically play your champion.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I've written down like champion mastery #1. So when I write this literally means knowing what your champion does, knowing how to play against another champion. So that means that, let's say you want to use your ult, but enemy has like a dash. Just knowing that maybe you shouldn't throw your ult for the dash if you play Urgot. Just an example. But just knowing exactly how much damage your champion deals and how strong you are. So you might wonder, okay, how can I know that? Do you have like a replay program that you use sometimes? Or
what do you mean, like watching my videos back, or?
Yeah. Do you watch your own games?
Yeah, I end up watching a lot of clips, and then I kind of watch I'll go back and watch. I don't watch the whole games, no.
I see. Because it is important to just see like how much damage you deal on your champion. Because essentially, your damage output plus your later damage output is a kill.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
So you just have to combine both of those damages and it's like a kill, you know? But
Okay.
it's just like a general, just, you know?
Okay.
And I would just also say that you should mute the chat.
Yeah. So that was the first thing I learned because hell is other people, right? So as soon as they start yipping off, I just mute everybody. So, and that's and I try and ping a lot, right? So.
Yeah. And just being like alpha. So when I say being alpha, that just means that you want to basically not always listen to pings. Think of it as a suggestion.
Right. Yeah. Okay.
Because like very often people will call things that are good for them, but very bad for you. They don't know if you need to base or anything.
Right.
Like just think of the suggestion, you know?
Yeah, I do the same thing. I'll ping, and then if the jungler comes, he comes. If he doesn't, he doesn't, you know?
Yeah. And the other thing would be that's important for you is this one especially, because I can imagine that you'll probably base sometimes for like 2.5k gold, because you don't know how much gold you need for your item. But
so,
even in Emerald sometimes,
so
I see this.
Oh, okay. So I'll be clear about that. If I'm playing jungle, I need 900. That's the first time I back, and one clear will do it because I get my Swifty boots, and then I'm trying to get 1200 to get my Tiamat. Those are the two things I'm worried about. If I'm playing when I play top lane, I need 750. I go back for a call and a pair of boots, and then I know it's about 1200 to start finishing off my cleaver, right, or work on my cleaver.
Yeah. And then let's say in jungle, let's say you have like 1.2k gold, and then you need to know that you need after let's say 2k more gold for your item, and then at some point you're gonna hopefully base after 1k.
Right.
You need like 1k. Yeah, but you know what I mean. Just maths. I'm pretty sure you know the maths. You know, so just knowing how much items you need for item is very important. So you are like as strong as possible, because essentially League of Legends is a game where you want to increase your odds of winning, and how do you do that? By having good items, playing with your win condition, and making sure that you play man advantage. But in your elo, it doesn't matter as much. But the most important thing is like playing with your win condition and knowing when you have gold for one item. Okay.
Okay. So, I don't see skins on here.
Skins don't matter.
Skins win games, bro.
That's true. But okay, I mean, next thing would just be like, I legit think this is the most important thing.
So that's what I was going to ask you about. That's why I'm playing Urgot jungle, because at least I know Urgot. I'm not trying to learn a champ and jungle at the same time. You know what I mean? It's usually a disaster.
Yeah. No, for sure. So we'll be mostly looking at this, okay? I mean, and one more thing, since you're in bronze, as well this one, right? Condition for gank succeed. I don't think I've sent you this one, but it's important to recognize like when a gank is good and bad, because essentially this is like the most basic thing you need to understand, right?
Right.
Which is like, when is a gank even good or bad?
So that was in your thing, right? Like, are they even gankable, and the angle that you're ganking them on, right?
Yeah. This is a different one though.
Oh, okay.
So I'm just explaining the theory here, and in general, the CC should go in first. I'll show you some examples soon.
Okay, cool.
And of course, like this doesn't matter too much for you, but this is like very important. So, you know, like depending on how far people are, because look at this, depending on how long they run through the tower is the damage that you can output, right?
So, okay.
I'll open Riftkit. So let's say that
it's almost like you do this for your job. This is amazing.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, okay. Let's say you're a jungler here, okay? You're this guy. And let's say that these guys have no wards here. And if you go from behind them, right? Essentially, they have to run all the way here.
Right.
Before they save, right? So essentially, if they're like very deep, you can really reach them.
If they're pushed in,
you can like hit them during the whole duration, right?
So you get some sustained damage that way, right?
Yeah. But let's say that they're very close to the tower and you decide to gank them right now. All they have to do is just walk a little bit, and at some point you can't really chase them anymore.
No.
So your damage is like limited. Does it make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why it's like your damage plus your laner is a kill. And depending on how long they run the tower is the damage you can output.
Okay.
Makes sense, right?
Yep. It's math, right?
Yeah.
So I might get like 3 attacks in instead of like 1 burst attack or something, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So now I'm just going to show some examples. So I'll show the theory first a bit in my games, right? And we can watch your game, and then I want you to just explain me what you're thinking, right?
Sure. Okay.
So yeah, base right here, for example. One tip that I have that is not as important yet, but something to be mindful about, is that And I know if you're like in bronze, it's like harder because you're more focused on taking your camps.
Yeah.
But like I said, on bronze, you just focus legit on your champion.
Okay.
So, but yeah, essentially before I went for this gank, I paid attention to minimap the whole time.
Right.
Because think about it, if I don't see them walk into the river here, I know there's no ward, right? And honestly, in bronze, if you can legit have good champion mastery, which means that you can clear camps without having to focus on it too much, you can then, the next step, pay attention to minimap and see if they ever go in the river.
Ooh, like the enemy? Oh, the enemy?
Yeah.
Okay. Like if they disappear or whatever.
Yeah, if they disappear, that means they probably put down a ward, right? But I can tell you, in your elo, they don't really put a ward down. So very often, you'll know, okay, like I can actually just take my time and ganking. So here I'm just like explaining the damage output. I mean, my laners were fighting here, but if they weren't fighting, I would just come from behind.
Now, do you suck up the tower if you go that top way?
Sorry?
If you went around the top, you're gonna take a tower shot, right?
No, you won't. Like this, you won't take a tower shot.
Really? Okay. All right.
No, you won't. But essentially, if you look at it right, like they have to run like really far away to the tower, and I'm already behind them. They're just gonna die here, right?
Right.
And as well, pay attention to my ganking path. You know how they're here in your elo. Very often, people are gonna like legit just walk like this.
Yep.
You essentially want to cut off their escape path. So if they run to the tower, you want to run the fastest way to cut them off.
Just trigonometry, right? Is it a squared plus b squared equals c squared, right? So, yeah.
So you did like one decision, right? If you decide to go here, which means that either they go here, meet you,
right,
or they run to the tower and they're gonna die as well,
so
right?
You're the cutoff man, right?
Yeah. So essentially, yes, I'm explaining it here as one video. So this is just me explaining like a bit the theory.
Okay.
To understand it, and as you can see here as well, right? So I have now a question for you.
Yeah.
What do you think is the best time for a gank? What is best time?
The best time?
What's the conditions? Conditions, yeah.
Okay. Well, is this like the video you're talking about, your gank timer?
Yeah.
So that's wave state, right? That's wave state, and also if they're focused on last hitting, or if they're pushing up, if they're vulnerable, that's a really minute detail that I never thought about. Like even in top lane, I don't pay as much attention to like, are they going to last hit and take advantage of it, right? So if they're focused on, especially like if there's imagine if there's a cannon involved, they're going to be really focused on that, right?
Yeah.
So I want wave state, and if they're going for last hit and it's kind of pushed in, and I'm going to get time, right? If I'm going to get time to mess with them.
Yeah, but in your elo, this doesn't matter as much as long as like the wave is somewhat in the middle.
Right.
As long as the wave is
okay.
Like slow push, etc. doesn't matter as long as like it's like you can reach them.
Sorry, my screen disappeared. Oh, okay. We're back now.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go. Okay.
So, right, and the main reason why you want to gank when you go for last hit, because I mean, humanly, it's just not possible to like literally look at this minion and look minimap.
Right. That's a split second though. But that's all you need, right?
Yeah, exactly. And I would say in lower elos, it might even take them like, let's say, 3 seconds. In your elo, it will probably take them like 2 to 3 seconds, I think, or even longer.
To think about and make that decision?
No, for them to see you.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure about it. I've played in Zillow too a bit. It just takes 2 to 3 seconds.
Okay.
So of course, if you get in high elo like Challenger, right, it's going to be 0.2 or 3. I don't know how long exactly, but like quite fast. You know what I mean?
Right.
But it's still a delay. So in your elo, it's just important.
Is that because they're gonna, like in that scenario? Sorry, I got my vape cam on. My new rule is not vaping on camera. Because they're gonna want to do that last hit and push the wave and leave, right? In that scenario. Okay, all right.
What we're gonna be looking at is like how you execute this part, okay? And champion mastery. These are the only things we're gonna be looking in your games. Nothing else. This is just the basics.
Okay, that's fine. Yeah, yeah. But, well, basics are everything, right? So
Yeah. And one small thing as well. Do you see how like a skill shot champion or like skill shot ability?
sorry, say again. Sorry, when I went to the vape cam, it shut your sound off for a second. So chat's just asking about that. So sorry, what's going on here?
This champion basically is a skill shot Jarvan.
Okay.
Like this EQ, if I hit this, I'm gonna knock them up.
Okay.
So very often what's gonna happen is that these guys are gonna try to like dodge it, right?
Okay.
So this is included in champion mastery, which is that understanding that sometimes you have to hold your spells and not instantly use it. So even on Urgot, when you have let's say your E or Q or ult, you should know that people are gonna sidestep it.
Yeah, I try and like with Urgot, the helpful thing is trying to I'll use that R a lot of times just to slow him down so that the other people can kill him, right?
Yeah. So pay attention to this Jinx, okay? You see how it's like running left and right?
Fine, I'll vape. Sorry, I'm arguing with chat.
You see how it's going like left and right a bit?
Mm-hmm.
At some point, he just has to walk straight, you know?
Right.
And the moment he walks straight, that's when I can start aiming. Like even I would miss if I use my EQ instantly, because then they become unpredictable, right?
Right.
But at some point, people are walking like an NPC, and then it's like, yeah, you know?
Yeah, you can kind of zone them like that too, though, right?
Yeah, that as well, yeah.
Okay.
And as well, one tip as well is that let's say your laners are chasing them, right?
Right.
You see range, Quay's like no range right now. He actually managed to get close enough just because I'm holding my abilities. Because he's like walking left and right, you see?
Yeah. Oh, I see what he's doing. Okay, I see what he's doing. Yeah. Bronze. Yeah. That's not going to happen in bronze.
Probably not. He might walk straight.
Well, yeah, some people I'm always impressed when they actually juke their way away from my R and stuff. Some of them are good. Some champs are better at that. But a lot of people will just walk away from me, and I'm like, woohoo! Here comes a TikTok clip. So
yeah. So we can just look at how you execute it. Okay, let's look at your most recent.
Oh, okay. Oh, sorry. There's me and okay, right, okay.
Yeah. And of course, you need to know a bit how to clear. Let's put it that way.
Sorry, say again.
And how to clear. And one thing as well that I would recommend is like knowing what you're gonna buy. Do you use this website?
No. What's this? Whoa.
So basically, I'll just send it to you, but it just shows you what's the highest win rate on jungle.
Okay.
So you'll see what people are buying on the champion first. So you can already see that people are buying Phage first, then Tiamat, then Boots.
Why wouldn't you buy Boots first?
Because damage is more important than Boots in the early game.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's something to learn, I guess, because if you look at your build, you didn't buy that.
No, I bought Boots first, and then I did it backwards. I do it the other way around.
Yeah, exactly right. So like, I think it's important that like you at least know what you're gonna buy as first item, and not just first item, second item too. So especially if you're like an OTP, I would recommend that you just have legit Black Cleaver, and then let's say.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about Stridebreaker. They don't get Team till late, eh? Because I've just been going. Okay, that's good. So Cleaver, the problem with Urgot is Cleaver solves all problems, right?
Yeah, and Cleaver's pretty good. But you can see here that people really like to buy Black Cleaver and Sterox, for example.
Yeah. That's pretty standard, yeah.
Yeah. So what you could do is like just knowing that you want to buy these two components always.
Okay.
Have that in your mind. And at the beginning of the game, let's see if you do it. Let's just see when you open your shop. Because there's a trick that you never have to open your shop. Or like not like never open shop, but your items will always be shown. So the moment you base, let's see when it is.
Okay.
Because it'll save you some time.
Okay.
But I didn't see when you base actually.
I got stuck not basing for a little while. I had a bunch of gold and I wanted to spend it, but a lot of things were going on and I couldn't leave. Okay, there. Okay.
So, for example, right here, you still have to click on your item, right? Do you see?
Yeah.
So one tip that I have is that when the game literally starts, you already search your item Black Cleaver.
Right.
So when you click on it,
right.
Every single time you open your shop, it's already there.
Okay.
So you see how right now, like it says you have to click on Black Cleaver.
Right. Yeah.
Like imagine you click like this, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Every time you open your shop, you'll see this.
Okay. Yeah. Once you click it, it's there. Like it's like that usually happens once I start building something, right? So.
Yeah. So I would say always when the game starts, just search your item Black Cleaver, so you can always like buy an item fast.
Okay.
Does it make sense?
Yeah.
And why is it important? Because like essentially, if you open a shop and let's say you receive items, you can like actually click from the base and then buy the items. But in lower elo, that's not as important. But
right,
it's a small trick that you should be aware.
Well, that was one of the questions I was going to ask you, because with jungle, everything, in top lane, a lot of times about being patient, but jungle, everything seems to be about time.
I mean, let's just pay attention, okay? Let's go from the beginning. Because as well, it's probably important to look at your clear. So as well, one thing.
So normally I start bot, but that game I started top because I wanted to gank bot for a change. So
yeah. So one big tip that I have as well is that, honestly, I think it's kind of important to just know how to clear a bit. So when I say like know how to clear a bit, I just mean like just know how you can kite the camps.
Yeah, I kind of suck at that. Yeah.
Yeah. So like I would recommend going a training tool, especially if you play on one champ only. Trust me, it's worth spending 1 hour to just be able to like clear efficiently and healthy.
Right.
Because see how you're clicking like left, right, but essentially you're not actually kiting.
No, I'm just trying to do damage. I'm just fighting them.
Yeah. I mean, Urgot's like very specific as well, but you're not actually kiting it, you know. So
no, I'm just sucking it up, and I'm not bringing them over to, because normally you're gonna bring. You know what happened? I tried to kite. I've been trying to kite, but then I'll kite them over to start like the gromp there or whatever, and then I'll lose them and I have to chase them back. I'm like, damn it, you know. So
yeah. So next thing will be as well your ability skill. Because if you look at, let's say, this website, I mean, you can legit use this website. This website is pretty good.
I have seen this website before, yeah. So
yeah, what people are skilling in general, you know.
Oh, Dead Man's Plate, yeah.
I'm surprised people are not going Q, but on clear.
Top line Q is huge, but I don't know about for jungle.
Yeah.
Q does. You know who told me to start maxing my Q? It was Tyler.
I see. Interesting.
Yeah, because he said because it does huge for wave clear, right? So.
Yeah. But okay, so I was gonna write down a few things, right? Habits I should create. Habits. Create. Walking from camp to camp. Look at lanes. This is very important. After finishing 3 camps.
Okay, sorry, I just got to respond to a comment. So I got somebody say, pro tip, you can get all the coaching you want, but to progress, you need to be not stuck in your ways. You need a bigger champion pool. Also, you need new games, game modes. I know tough for older generations, but break the mold, bring lots of new to the stream, and I think you'll naturally see this progress. So I completely disagree with what he says, because I think being able to manage a couple of champs really well is important. 2, that's kind of presumptive with saying the older generation. Thank you very much. And there's an old saying, which is, I don't fear the guy that's practiced 1,000 punches. I fear the guy that's practiced 1 punch 1,000 times. And I don't need to play 400 game modes. I need to play what works for me and what I like. So I'm going to say no, Agent. So I know it's tough for the younger generation, but I'm sure it'll work out as you grow up. See ya. Okay, next.
Yeah. So I wrote down a few things because I know that you're probably not doing them, which is that this is all systematically trackable every single game.
Level 1.
Why is this one especially important? At minute 1, because if you see your enemy jungle start at the very least, you should think of your lanes as like not having minimap.
So are you talking about like the faker ward?
Just like a level 1 ward here.
Okay.
I'm not sure if it's ward,
well, no, right there. Okay, that's so. When I start, I should be warding his raptors so I can get some intel on him, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah,
because the hardest thing for me is going, where's the jungler? You know what I mean? So if I know where he's
very difficult for you to track. Yeah.
Yeah, it is, because there's so much going on, right? So.
Yeah. I mean, there's as well.
You tell him, man.
I mean, things like I have like an early game course, right? So I can send you like the jungle tracking video.
So can we stop for 1 second? You coach, and this is the kind of stuff you do for your players and the people that coach you, right?
This is for the people that I coach individually that are not playing pro.
Okay.
But I would send even pro players my mid-game course.
Now, if somebody wanted to get coaching from you, where would they go?
I mean, they can ask my Discord, I guess, or just Kirei.gg, I guess. Like I have my own website.
Would that be Kirei.gg? Hashtag ad. So, no, I mean, this is amazing. Like this is fantastic what you're doing here. So,
but yeah,
it's almost like you've done it before.
Perhaps, yeah. I did help people climb from legit silver to like platinum and from gold to master, even silver to like master, you know. of just like videos only, not even coaching, by the way, because this is just like technically a school book that you get all the information, and then it's all about repetition and practice.
Okay.
And here, this video, I'm explaining basically just like the timers, everything you need to know about jungle tracking, because especially at the beginning, it can be quite overwhelming. But
Right.
for example, here I put the timers of like when they could be somewhere. So what you can always do, right, is like measure and look at the times. So do you see here, for example, 2:35 mid? So let's say you're like, oh wait, 2:35 mid. I can be mid lane very soon. Then you can be okay. Now I have to start pinging. Careful, careful. You know?
What? Whoa. What do you like? Ping them off because I'm top? Is that what you're saying?
No, because they might get ganked.
Oh, they might.
Yeah, your laners might get ganked.
Okay. Well, look, I'm bronze, man. If they, I try and ping. I ping them off. They don't. I ping them to help. They don't. You know, it's. I'll ping and hope that it works out. So by the way, usually 9 times, like I'll play 10 games in a row. The only time I see a jungler top lane is if I'm playing against an Alawi and Alawi just got 6.
That's easy.
Other than that, I don't really see anybody. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, and one thing that would start is that instead of focusing on 3 lanes, because I can see how you're looking mid lane here.
Yeah.
As crazy as it sounds, try to not look at 3 lanes. Legit, just try to be able to at least get information from 1 lane first.
So yeah, when I'm doing that, like I was actually looking at my mini map. I'm trying to see where everybody is. I can see it's kind of even. I know bots pushed in, so I'm not going to gank there. I'm looking for a flashy mid. That's what I'm kind of hoping for around 3 minutes, because that flashy mechanic for Urgot is exceedingly helpful if I can pull it off, right? So.
Yeah. But I would recommend most of the times for you to just full clear. Honestly, because I think full clearing is like, I think in this era, right, it's like the chance that you fail a gank is pretty high. While I do think it's important at some point to be able to know how to gank, I do think that if you feel like you can for sure get a kill, go for it.
Right,
But
yeah.
Stick to farming.
Yeah, okay.
Because there's so many things that can go wrong, and just being able to like farm and be strong at least will allow you to win certain fights.
Okay. Yeah, I've had games where there's no gank available, and I had one game literally in the first clear, I ganked bot, mid, and top successfully in a row.
Yeah.
Because the wave states were perfect for it, but that doesn't always happen. And a lot of times with Urgot, I say, hey, play safe till I get 6, because I can't snipe until I get 6, right?
Yeah. So do you remember my last video where I explained to you look minimap?
Yep.
Just pay attention to the minimap and see what happens, okay?
Yep.
Do you see Blitzcrank?
There he is. Yep.
I mean, he went missing for like a little bit, right? And do you see which direction he went?
Oh, he's probably going up mid to ward, right? Up in his jungle?
The bush here.
Yeah.
So looking minimap is kind of important.
Yep. Wait a minute. We have a minimap?
Yeah, we do. but yeah. But anyway, right here, you're probably looking for a gank. So.
Yeah, but I'm wasting time there because it's not happening, right? So.
Mm-hmm.
So that moved on.
You don't get tower shots from here, just so you know.
Okay. So I can come around that top side. That's what I didn't know. I was going to go top side on him because I got my E up. But.
Yeah. You can just go from top side there, yeah. But honestly.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go on.
No. I'm bowing to you. I mean, that flash E, like personally, I always think somebody like they just peed their pants when that happens. You pull it off right there. Ah! You know, so.
Yeah. But now you know like that there's like no wall here. And in general, in my opinion, ganking from behind is almost always better than from. Because here.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah.
No, like just run like this. But if you're behind, let's run into you.
Yeah, and I don't have my ult either, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the moment they see you is like realistically here, and they can start running already. And yeah.
Okay. So the first thing, clearly the build, because I've just been going for Swifties and then the Tiamat, because then I can toggle and I start clearing things. But clearly the normal build, because I've tried to build differently for jungle, but it seems like just building like normal Urgot seems to work really well.
Just damage, yeah.
Okay. So damage is more important because then your clear is faster, right? Is that what you're saying? And damage, and you can damage
and fights.
And fights.
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Okay, so one more thing as well. You ping here on the way, okay?
Yep.
Because you're trying to gank, right?
Yep.
no joke, never ping on the way ever if you're gonna go for gank.
Why?
Do you know why?
Because then
I want to think like this: if you ping on the way, the first thing that your laners are gonna do is walk up.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
Like, if you're not in position yet to actually go in, your laners don't see you. Like, okay, right now you're not actually pinging like literally here on the way.
Right.
You're pinging here, so they actually don't even see it. I'm not capping here. So what this does is that this usually makes your laners want to trade / go in, and it's better. Yeah, like right now it's okay to ping on the way because you're already behind them.
Right.
Let's say you're like standing here. You wouldn't want to ping on the way because what's gonna happen is that your bot lane is gonna start running at them.
Right.
And if they let's say lose, they're gonna like
it's gonna change the way that they're playing their lane, right?
Yeah, yes. And do you remember the 2 rules about damage output? It's like your laner plus enemy laner plus the distance.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So by you ping on the way, and even in bronze, yes, it's very important. It will scare them.
Yeah. Now this is where they watch what they do. Look where everybody is.
Yeah.
Okay. No. That one. Sorry, that wasn't the one. That was I just scared them and then I ran away. So that kind of kept them busy for a little while. Later on, I try and gap and they leave me to die. So.
I mean, just a small thing, right? That's why I said ganks are usually not so good, because here, for example, they even have flash.
So what are you saying? Can you explain that again? Ganks are not good. Why? Like it's better to clear?
Because the dev like as well flash. They can probably like worst case just flash out here.
Yeah.
And they'll survive. So like essentially, if they like are very close to the tower.
Yeah. Okay, I see what you're saying.
Always don't go for it.
Right. That's that video said, are they gankable, right? So there I'm just kind of I'm just kind of trying to harass them really more than anything else.
Because think about it. If they want to hit these minions, they can just stand here.
Copy that. Okay.
That's why. And yeah, I mean, it's not like always like that, right? But most of the times, what I would recommend is that this is a big tip as well, is that before you go river, you have to look at 2 things. Honestly, at the beginning, you can focus on one thing.
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
Sorry.
Before you go like in this area, I call it like the river.
Right.
You just focus on one thing.
Where is everybody?
Yeah, just knowing who has the first move. Because why is it important? Because imagine the enemy drone is sitting here, okay?
Yep.
And imagine that your bot lane is getting pushed in. If he starts just seeing you and he fights you, you cannot fight back. Because enemy is first. So a general rule that you can make is that if you don't have bot lane push, you don't walk here in river.
Sorry, say that again. Sorry.
If you don't have bot lane push,
if I don't have,
you do not walk in river. You don't go here.
Sorry, if you don't have,
if you don't have like the bot lane push.
Oh, okay. If they aren't pushed in, then I don't go in. Is that what you're saying, right?
Yeah. Because your bot lane, let's say they're actually pushed in.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
They cannot help you, and the moment you see enemy jungler, even if you're winning, you can't fight back.
So wait a minute. So if my guys are pushed in, then I could. Unless my guys are pushed in, I don't go there. Is what you're saying?
If your guys are pushed in, let's say your Caitlyn Morgana's here.
Right.
You don't go river.
Yeah.
Never.
Okay. No. Okay. So I've been trying to work on this tactic in top lane too. Is I make a mistake. I need to move to weak side instead of strong side. Like say I'm fighting 3 people, I make the mistake of throwing myself at the 2, right? As opposed to throwing myself at the 1 or the way that's got an escape. You know what I mean? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm trying to teach myself to see which way's the weak side and go that way. And in jungle, the same thing. A couple times here I went and I'm attacking on strong side, so it's not going to work, right?
Yeah. And if you're wondering like, okay, who can move first? It just really depends on like the wave usually. It just depends on where the wave is.
Okay.
And here's the thing as well. Let's say you're fighting, right? I think instead of pinging like attack this guy, ping them in their face assistance. Because like, why is that? Because if you ping them in their face assistance, they will see why you need help. Because then they actually look at Minimap like, oh wait, this must be here. Should maybe fight.
How do you ping assistance though?
Is G.
Okay.
G and then drag your mouse down.
Okay.
Have you ever pinged? And you know, right? You pinged
Yeah, ping some stuff, but usually it's just like ping question mark, this and the other thing. So that's on the wheel now, right?
The wheel, yeah.
Okay. So that would mean, okay, so don't go in the ward unless your team's got strong side, or in the river, right?
Don't walk in the river.
Right.
Because you probably had situations where you walk here, and then enemy laners moving first, and you're like, fuck, I can't fight.
Okay, copy that.
These are like very simple things, but
sure. But I'm gonna absorb about half of what you said so far, right? So,
yeah. But these are like trackable. I'm writing it down so you can legit watch the first 10 minutes of the game,
right?
And you can look at these things if you're doing it habitually.
Yeah.
This is like
and
systematically trackable.
See, the thing is, like at your level, and I always talk about this on my stream, is like when you get better is when, when you first start, there's like you don't know what you're doing. And then as things become automatic, that allows you to grow to the next thing, to the next thing, to the, you know what I mean? Because I mean, a lot of stuff that you're talking about, that's all automatic for you. But right now it's a conscious, especially in the jungle, it's a very conscious decision. Yeah. Whereas it took me a long time to figure out, okay, can I roam? You know what I mean? As a top laner, can I roam? Is my ult up? Where's the jungler? Like, you know what I mean? But that's because I'm not paying attention to my wave state because that's become automatic, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the other thing that I have for you as well is that you see these timers, especially this one.
Hang on. I'm just going to do something here. Somebody is not being very helpful. And there you go. Okay. Oh, that's too bad. Can you give me 1 second here?
Yeah, sure.
Agent, I'm getting coaching from somebody. It's a positive experience. You don't need to be picking a fight and posting your thing. If you want to hang out and chat, that's great. If not, I will ban you because you're not being very helpful right now. And a matter of fact, it's exceedingly distracting. So why don't you slow your roll and enjoy the stream or not? Your call. Okay, we're good. Go ahead.
Basically what I'm trying to say is that you see these timers?
Which timers?
This one.
Yeah.
Yeah, so usually the moment this comes to 0, you should try to get there as soon as possible. And you might wonder, well, why is that? Because
why is that?
This is basically 100 gold. These two are 200 gold.
Okay.
That's 2/3 of a kill.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Think of these camps as like legit, like one full quadrant is like 1 kill.
That's like looking at towers and waves like a kill. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Basically,
okay.
These timers is how laners see waves. Imagine you're playing top lane and you just stand AFK in the middle.
Right.
That's this.
Right.
So every time the timer hits around 25 seconds, if you start channeling base, which is 8 seconds, you have like, let's say 17 seconds left to walk from base to get there.
Right.
So usually when it's like close to 30-ish, you should already be thinking, okay, I might want a base. The first clear is like 420.
Oh, I see. Yeah, because it's about 30 seconds to walk a lane, right? To the mid, right?
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's like 25, 30, depending on where you go, but yeah.
Unless I got my Swifty boots.
Yeah, unless you go that, but... And why is it important to be there ASAP? Because then you're getting your items and you're strong. But, I mean, this is just such basic. I don't care about items too much. Legit, just try to be on time with it.
There's so much going on when you're jungle, man.
Yeah. But for now, it's just legit knowing how much damage you deal. For example, you see how he jumped on the Blitzcrank here?
Yeah.
Just simply knowing how much damage you deal. Because look, he's like full HP.
I barely even dinged him.
Yeah, so you took basically half his HP.
Right.
And if I look at this as well, right? You could even like Q alt tech and then E, for example.
Yeah, that'd be better. Yeah.
Because then you at least like, buffer a bit.
Okay, but I'm not dead though, so that's okay.
Yeah. And if you look at this as well, right?
Yeah, usually.
Talk about champion mastery.
Yeah.
Do you see how you fling him?
Yep. Flinged him
towards the tower, right?
Yeah.
So which direction would you ideally fling him?
Into New Jersey, clearly. Hi, radio. Yeah, I mean, at that point, I don't really have much of a choice, right? So I'm coming over top of him. I got to E him there, so.
Yeah. But if you think about it, it would make more sense for you to like fling him towards your bot lane, right?
Sure, yeah. Usually I'll want to do that, so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, in this case, it'd be difficult because the Blitzcrank.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to say is this is just simply champion mastery. Just knowing that okay, Q alt attack.
Well, normally I engage with a Q, like 100%. If I'm trying to do something, I'm going to Q them, and I'm going to try for any flash. I mean, that's what I'm going to try and do that. So that one's pretty mushy. So.
Yeah. But yeah, let me.
Sorry, man. I was getting a lot of flack from somebody in chat, and it made me like very self-conscious, which doesn't help out very much. Oh my God, sorry. Urpog is coming for the raids are real today, man. Hi, Urpog. How are you? We are learning jungle, we're learning more about jungle with Kirei. Thank you so much, buddy. Can I get a streamer alert, please? Sorry, man. There's so much going on. And you know what I forgot to do is put Discord on push to talk. But you're streamer friendly, so that's good. Urpog says hi.
Yeah, tell Urpog hi back as well.
Can you hear him, Urpog? Can you hear him? Okay, so here's my question. So, do you want to keep watching this game and see what I'm doing, or do you want me to play another one and talk about that one? Like, what's best?
We can just watch this one, honestly. Even if you don't, because it's important to understand the theory, why you're doing things, and what is important.
Right.
Because essentially, if you don't understand what you're doing and don't know what to work on,
but eventually I have to get strong enough to help people gank, right? Like that's.
Yeah.
Like it's such a balancing act because I've got to level up so that I can be helpful. The hardest thing I have when I'm jungling is that I'm not the front line. You know what I mean? And then you know, trying to feed a lane, trying to keep up with your wave state, and I have no, like this game I actually ended up counter jungling, which I haven't done for a while, but I'm like, okay, I see him over here, I'm gonna go steal his stuff. Right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do you see small movement right here?
Yeah.
So when you see your camps being up, the first thing you should take is taking them.
Sorry, what do you mean?
Taking your camps as soon as possible.
Right.
Because like right now, for example, and why is it important? Because you see these timers. Like if you wait too long of taking this camp, do you see the difference in timers? It's 30 seconds, right?
Right. So
let's say that at some point you go.
Oh yeah, now I got nowhere to go, really, right? So.
Yeah, it's like you kind of have no job.
No, yeah. Everything got out of sync there, yeah.
Yeah. So like.
See, but I had this one. I had this one here, and I think I want it back, but.
Yeah, probably want it back, yeah. Oh, because you see this fight, you're like, let's join. Which is a normal reaction to do. But let's see how we play this.
I think I die. Now, see, I path there. I didn't go to. This is the better side for me to go, right?
So when you go for this gank probably, right? You should almost visualize like this. When people are not seeing you, they'll usually look to chase. So like, yeah, I mean,
yeah. Right.
Yeah, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Basically, you probably thought, I'm gonna try to could have escaped that. But think from Master perspective. I mean, sadly, I don't have the in-game replay, but basically, it's like black. He doesn't see shit. Very likely.
Right. Well, that's why I didn't go. I didn't want to show myself, right? Like that's why I'm trying to hide there because they're gonna push, right? And Yee's coming in, he's getting really pushy. Now I think this is where. Let's see what happens. I think this works out.
So like, small question here.
No, I die. Yeah, I died.
How could you have played this better?
I could have got a better bot lane.
Okay, beside that.
I don't know. I'm very self-conscious right now, actually. So.
So, do you see how?
So I think I pushed in like a tank, which was bad, right? If I just slowed him down, they probably would have beat on him. I don't know now.
Okay, so I want to pay attention to one thing. So let's say you're a Master Yi, okay? And he doesn't see you yet. And
so I could have gone around. I could have gone around the top.
You could have went around, but I think this is okay as well.
Okay, all right.
But what do you think that he sees right now? Like technically, if you think about it, this is something he doesn't see. You're like basically he's like
right.
Doesn't see, right?
So I could have just waited.
Yeah, I mean, if you think about it in this situation, he's probably gonna queue in. And in general, as a jungler, a general rule is that if they use their abilities on your teammates, you are usually very strong to clean up.
So I shouldn't be trying to engage and close it out myself, right?
Yeah, he's gonna do it for you.
Okay, all right.
And you might wonder, okay, how do you know that? Well, there's like a wall in between you guys,
right?
So he doesn't see you, and very often if they don't see you, they don't think about counter gank.
people. So can I just tell you something? So a lot of times people are like, "Oh, why is this going on?" And stuff. I said, "Well, look, playing a game and streaming a game, while 18 people tell you whatever you're doing is not what you should be doing, it are 3 different things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciating the input and stuff like that. But also, I got like 9 people in chat going, "That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong. That's wrong." Which, as a teacher, you know what I'm saying, is not a positive experience.
Can't imagine. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, it's probably been distracting for you. It's like always best to like just mute the chat, but I guess you have good chat interaction.
No, I got the chat up. Like legit, if I just wanted to, like the best thing for me is just to hang out with you. But I mean, it's very educational for stream as well, right? So, which is cool. And I'm going to learn stuff, right? So some days I'm better at it. I got a thick skin. Honestly, right there, see, I missed my flash E. See, what I was going for there was the R to slow him down. If I flash E'd him, I would have pulled him back like you wanted, like where I wanted to place him, and they would have killed him. But I missed the flash, right? See how I missed it? Yeah, because because that's always tricky. E flash E, whatever, right?
Yeah, no, for sure. But as well, do you see how like you died first?
Yeah, because I'm the best looking guy. Yeah.
I mean, usually junglers should die the last, thing like that. Because if you think like this, if they kill your support, you win almost always.
Sorry, what?
If they kill your support, you almost always win.
I win? Oh, you mean, wait a minute. If you kill their support?
If they kill your support,
they win?
Almost always win skirmish.
They win or I win?
They win.
Okay, all right.
Oh, sorry. I mean, you win. If they kill your support, you win.
How is that possible? Because they've used it. Because they've used everything on the support.
Yes, deal damage. You deal damage. This guy doesn't deal damage.
So the support's a meat shield, is what you're saying.
Yes.
Okay, that's okay. That's important. Note to self: support is meat shield. Sorry, supports. Okay.
They're actually meat shields. Like honestly, even if they die, it doesn't matter. Okay. So, just so you know, that's why as a jungler, if you counter gank, let's say they use their abilities on someone else, even Caitlyn.
Right.
You will almost always win because Caitlyn, let's say that they use his abilities and he drops this.
Yeah.
Worst case, he gets out, but he's like a ranged champion.
Yeah. So I think right. I think the problem is, like a lot of times when I'm engaging, I'm thinking like a top. You know what I mean? And it's like when I play Rumble. Rumble, I like Rumble early game, but late game you just become a support, right?
Yeah.
So you have to have a very different mindset. So you know what I mean? Like I'm so used to being the tank as Urgot and throwing myself in that I've got a, I don't know, kite more like, like think more like York. You know what I mean? York plays chess, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody else is playing checkers, right?
Yeah. Lagging. But you can see here again, right? All your camps are up, but instead of you taking your camps, you're not like taking them. See?
Okay, but what's his name just disappeared mid. I was looking for him. See, I was looking for that guy right there. See?
Lucian? Yeah. But the rule, like I said, no joke, make the rule. When you have taken these camps.
Right. Just go for my camps? Yeah,
just take them.
So is it not useful to go mid and kind of make the guy afraid and say, "Hey, I'm here"?
No, it's not. It's not. Okay, think like this. Okay, so you play a lot of top lane, right?
What if
Imagine you are top lane and you decide to sit here for 20 seconds.
That's a waste of time.
Ignore all the farm.
That would be dumb.
How would you feel?
I would feel sad inside.
That's what you should feel when you do this. So I would say that you shouldn't go for a gank unless the enemy is literally crossing where he is right now. So see where Lucian was? Right here?
Right. Yeah. He was out of position for me to even try that. And to be honest with you, so Motion was playing there because the mid was nice to me early on and I was trying to help him out.
Yeah,
so,
okay, just so you know.
Yeah.
So only if the enemy's like very deep, which means they're past in the middle of the line.
Right. So I get that distance. I get that distance to cause.
Deep, yes.
Because Lucian just went back to his tower and I was screwed, right? So okay, that's cool.
Yeah. And he has no reason to walk up because the wave is super far away, right? So you can really see from this that you really need to just.
Right. So that cost me like 10 seconds, 20 seconds goofing around, right? Okay, I get it.
Even more because let's say that you take all these camps base.
And I got
the golems again.
And
now
I have
no job.
And I have the wrong skin on.
And that, yeah.
There's that. Because you're supposed to be crab god when you do jungle. You know that, right?
But looking at your games, I think like legit that's enough for you to work on, because I can tell like 10,000 more things, but I think legit,
well, yeah, but I'm not gonna absorb them, buddy. So
exactly. So I think this is enough, right? Which is that when camps are up, take them in one go.
okay, that's okay. This is good for me to know.
So this is like legit just measurable every single game. I mean, it depends on how tryhard you want to be, right? But
Right.
let's say that let's say your goal is like, okay, let's say ward enemy up to minute 1.
So okay,
At some point,
so the standard thing I see everybody doing is running to the camp. They're not like the whatever the blue or red. They're not going to take, warding that, and then going to the other one with a spinner. But you're saying go for a deep ward first, raptor ward, and then go whatever you're going to clear, right?
yeah, to go for deep ward.
Does it make a difference? Like I found this spreadsheet that was like, here's the best clear for every champ. Does it make a difference whether you start top or bottom?
I mean, it just depends on your end. Some champs is better to start both for, let's say, Raptors for Kane, so it respawns faster.
Right.
But for you, it doesn't matter.
It seemed to be about the same thing for me. Like you top, take the grug thing, and then carry on, and then look for a gank, and then carry on for the clear. Like
for you right now, it doesn't matter.
Okay. All right. Good. All right. High tech.
But yeah, basically, you just want to be tracking this. And then, for example, if you look at this, right? I mean, you can literally watch your replay. You can literally look at the early game. After every single game, you can look at, okay, did I ward level 1? Fuck, I forgot. You know? Then you can do the next game, focus on it. And let's say that you're doing camp, from camp to camp. Look. Now, just simply look at like bot lane.
Yeah.
Because right now you're doing nothing, right?
I'm okay. Stop. I am looking at the minimap. I am just not clicking over there.
Yeah. Clicking is better.
It is.
Just get his habit, right? And then after finishing 3 camps, so let's say the moment you finish your camps, think like this. That he finished 3 camps. And very often in lower elos, after people finish 3 camps, they will look for a gank. So now after you finish this, you're now like, okay, care. You ping them danger. You ping,
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Because if I'm looking for a gank, the other guy's looking for a gank, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, I mean, the only thing you really have to do is just watch the first 10 minutes of your game and see how you play.
Sorry, say again?
The only thing you want to do is just watch the first 10 minutes of your game and see how you play.
Okay.
And just watch your replay.
See, I can.
Look at these things.
Yeah. See, I can do that. I take a lot of flack because people are like, you need to go into the practice tool for 35 minutes a day. You need to rewatch 2 of your streams. I have a job. You know what I mean? And in the summertime, I get a little more time to spam games and stuff. But watching the first 10 minutes would be because I mean, if you can improve your first 10 minutes, everything else will flow from that, right?
You can watch your first 3 minutes even if you.
That's a reasonable expectation. That's a good expectation because you'll get a vibe, right? Can you find something I did right?
The thing you did right.
Was it supporting set?
Oh, good question. There's not a lot of things that went right, but the thing that went right is that you use your abilities like on the enemy team.
Sorry, what's that?
You use your abilities on the enemy characters, so that's good. The thing is that there didn't go too many things right. I mean, in my eyes at least, right? Like, I mean, okay, I'm like at highest level, right?
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean, now watch. I do escape. This is good.
That is true,
right? I didn't die.
But one thing I do gotta go because I have like different appointments soon.
Okay, all right.
But basically, I would say that this is just habits you can create, and you can legit watch the first 3 minutes and see how you do this.
Okay.
It's pretty simple. You literally watch like your first clear,
right,
and see if you did these 3 things. This takes like probably 30 seconds. Check.
Right.
And then seeing how you do it every single game.
Yeah, mostly what I'm hearing is I can change my build. I need to switch my build and not be not so concerned about being fast off the top because it's about doing damage. So if I actually do go in, because if I was working on Cleaver there, I would have hurt what's his name a lot more, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. Can you send me that note?
I'll send you the notes. Yeah, and I'll send you as well the
video. And I'm gonna watch your other videos as well.
Because this one is really important.
Because I think like a lot of people. So I know you got to go, right? You have another appointment. Is that what's happening?
Yeah.
Okay, so because a lot of people are like, you got to play this champ, you got to play that champ. I says, no, I don't, because playing whatever's meta, but if I'm not good at that champ, doesn't mean no good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just play what you enjoy. It depends on your personal goals, honestly. Like some people want to play for elo, some people play a bit more for fun.
I want to have a good time. When Urgot Jungle works, it's awesome, man. I got promoted on a clutch win, autofill jungle, and that tasted good. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
but I do got to bounce now, though.
Okay, no, all right. All right.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. And thanks for the time. And thanks for okay, I appreciate it. Okay. I'm going to run a couple jungle games and play some draft and talk to chat. Thank you dude, thank you so much, man.
No problem at all. Peace. Have a nice evening.
All right, you too.
Morning or whatever it is. Bye-bye. Yo.
Okay, see ya.